And once again, we have our referee in charge. Now to give instructions, Sparkle Lee.
All right, ladies, you already received your instructions. Obey my commands and protect yourself at all times. Touch gloves, let's do it.
It has all the earmarks of a big-time fight. Ambiance is there, crowd is into it, palpable tension, and these first 3 minutes will tell a big story.
And we've waited a long time for this fight, Barry. These two have been eyeing each other for a long time. Now they're fighting each other.
Here we go, round one. Let's see what we learned from this first 3 minutes. I beg your pardon, 2 minutes, of course.
Right.
That's it, 2 minutes.
Lost my head.
First time either Shields or Hammer has worked with a female referee. Sparkle Lee has done many major women's fights.
Well, you saw Claressa step back with a counter overhand right. Not sure that was enough to get Hammer's respect, because he was looking for that in the first round. She talked about it.
Yeah, she said she wanted to bust her in the first round. In fact, right out of the gate.
She's not fighting that kind of fight yet.
Nope. Hammer fighting where she wants to fight at long range. Double jab and a right hand from Hammer.
A lot of straight shots. We're going to see a lot of straight shots down the middle by Hammer.
That's what she does.
Just don't look for a left hook from Hammer. She's a 1-2 puncher.
Good defense by Shields.
But are you guys surprised Shields is so passive and flat-footed?
I am. There's a left hand from Shields.
It's almost as if Shields is determined to prove she can outbox Hammer.
Triple jab from Hammer.
Yeah, she's really putting in her face. Double and triple jab so far.
Stop, don't watch.
Again, double jab right hand, and then a miss from Shields.
Let her go, let her go, let her go, Hammer. Don't hold her head.
Shields did say she was going to attack the body. She's got to get close and go to the body. She's got to stop that movement.
Shields missed a wild left hand. Hammer keeping the fight where she wants it to be at long range. Again, a miss from Shields. And a good first round from Hammer.
Excellent round, excellent round. Excellent round, good work. Good head movement. Take your time, just like that. Keep putting the jab on it and going downstairs. All you gotta do like you're doing, keep moving that head and stepping back. And she's reaching with everything. So take your time and do your thing, all right?
Handcuff, man. Verstehe, nicht hasten. Ganz ruhig, weh. Stop.
Just stay
Stop.
relaxed.
Musik kommt.
Stay relaxed.
Okay. Ruhig.
Just be relaxed in there. Keep your left hand up.
There we go, round two. Hammer veritably sprinted from her corner. That was a little short, I thought, from Shields, but Shields on the attack much more in this second round.
Hammer grabbed and then came out of the clinch punching. Interesting strategy.
There's a voice, John David Jackson, in her corner with her for the fourth time tonight.
John David, a two-division world champion in his day.
Let go, don't punch, don't punch. Let go, don't punch, stop.
It seems pretty clear to me that a large part of Shields' strategy is to try to jab with Hammer. And that is, of course, an age-old method think of Kenny Norton against Muhammad Ali.
Exactly.
An age-old method of how to deal with a good jab.
Jab with the jabber.
Yeah.
Nice combination from Hammer again. Not a lot of damage, but
I would like to see Shields step up to her jab.
keep in mind the crowd is going to react with every punch that Shields throws. It's reacted to some that she's missed.
But she has been a lot busier in this round.
There's a good right hand there. Might have been her best punch of the fight. Much better round, though, I agree.
Yes.
She's found room with that right hand.
Yeah,
that's been the punch.
And she's stepping forward with the jabs.
Yeah.
Double, triple, and pushing her back.
Which she didn't do in the first round.
And throwing much straighter punches than we have seen her in previous fights.
Apparently that first round was just a get-to-know-you round for Shields because she's been far more aggressive here in the second.
Yeah, good round for her.
All you gotta do is what you're doing. Take your time, relax, use don't think. That's all you gotta do. Very good round. Every time you feint, when she starts to take off, cut either side off them, okay? Make her engage. That's good work. Whenever you throw a shot, you do me a favor, move that head when you're done. Very good
action from round two. Shields far more aggressive and not coincidentally far more effective. You see her landing power shots, a right hand, and at one point, Hammer grabbed because she seemed a little stunned.
I agree. Overhand right and left hook dazed her.
Shields took a long look at the crowd. Needless to say, a very supportive crowd for her. Hammer comes out working the jab, start round three.
We made a big deal out of the first round. Shields didn't.
No, you're right. You're right.
Well, maybe she didn't get the respect in the first round, but the second round,
she did.
She definitely did enough to get that respect. And she definitely's got the momentum going right on this third round.
Hammer jabbing, but she has to be on her toes and move while she's boxing. Otherwise, that right hand of Shields is going to land again and again. Power punches in round two. Hammer only 2 connects after having a decent round with the right hand in round one.
Oh, great defense. Look at that by Shields. I haven't seen that in the past.
Good
Made her miss
movement.
with 3-4 punches. Closing the gap, jabbing to the body.
Seems to me the respect Shields got in round two has limited Hammer's offense ever since.
Yeah, she's moving more, though, going side to side a lot more than she was.
But she's not throwing enough jabs like she did in that first round.
Now, Claressa Shields fighting a much more complete fight than I've ever seen her fight.
I'm with you, Barry, and I think both of them knew exactly what the other was going to try to do, and that makes training a strategy a little easier to come by.
Defense.
Yeah, and she's much more under control.
Yeah.
She's not throwing wild punches.
Very loose, and yeah, she's not loading up with every shot. Just letting it flow, very relaxed. You can see it in Shields.
Ooh, counter left hand from Shields.
The rounds go so quick, you know, being the 2-minute rounds.
Yes.
Rechte gerade linke Haken.
Straight right,
Augen zu.
left hook. Keep your eyes open.
Stehen. Bellen bisschen. Bellen und so.
Just go back and forth.
Suchen wir nur bewegen. Rechte Haken, linke, geh weg. Linke. Wenn rechte geh, seitlich geh. Nicht steh gerade.
Don't stand straight up. You have to move your head.
Action from round three. The highlight of this round, Shields' defense. We see the difference in styles, difference in schools. Hammer straight up, straight punches, a European style of boxing. Shields bending at the waist, slipping and getting low at times. Much more of an American style of boxing.
This is round 4. Scheduled for 10. for the Unified Championship.
Let it go. Step. Don't punch. Hammer.
Hammer controlled tempo the first round. Shields has controlled it ever since.
And Hammer complaining a little bit to Sparkle either that she's getting hit in the ear or the side of the head. But she turns her head. And if she turns her head, it's not a foul.
All those shots Hammer just threw, they all missed.
I think we all gave Hammer the first round clearly, but Shields has done much better since. Shields in the second round clearly won it. The third round was a little bit closer.
Well, Shields is dictating the fight right
Come on,
now.
guys. Punch out here.
Looks like there was a butt right in the middle of the mouth of Hammer. The rougher this fight gets, the better for Claressa Shields.
Oh, she wants that. She wants a rough fight. She wants a brutal fight. That's her style. She likes that. There we go.
But I just think she's so much more A, under control, and
Yes.
B, throwing sharper punches.
And for the most part, she's doing it on the outside.
Yes.
Looks like she's thinking a lot more from in the past.
All right, let it go. Don't punch. Let it go.
No warnings yet from Sparkle Lee for Hammer's holding.
Well, that's a place that Hammer does not want to be. And you can see Shields just going to rough her up. The uglier this fight is, the better it is for Claressa Shields.
And Shields may be flailing with some of those punches. There's a warning. But even if she's flailing with some of the punches and not pronating the punches, she's still going to impress the judges.
Right hand from Shields.
Yeah, watch that overhand right. He's trying to set her up with that overhand. There he goes.
Yep, just missed. Well, what she's doing is she's taking Hammer completely out of her rhythm.
Thank you. Listen, you can do this all night. Listen, you can do this. I'm not worried about that. Take your time and get closer. Just slide kind of easy way on in behind that jab. Feint it, get inside. Then let your hands go. The work is good. The work is good. She can't deal with it. She can't touch you. Just stay, you know, you make you move that head. Stay, just be careful, all right? That's good work. Can she punch? You get it? Okay, but don't get careless. Do your thing.
That bitch got a jab, boy. I'm telling you. Sometimes do it, it's soft. But then sometimes do it, it's like, wow.
Okay.
I'm knocking it down.
Yeah, okay, you got it.
Slow.
Okay. Go work.
I don't often see the fighter talk as much as the trainer in the corner. Claressa was in a complete dialogue.
Yes, and John David's kind of soft-spoken to begin with. So far through 4, Hammer has landed 13% of her punches.
And most of those, I imagine, came in the first round.
Yeah, exactly right.
Good right hand by Shields again. Shields is just dictating how this fight is going and making Hammer fight her fight.
And Hammer is so strictly an outside fighter. When she's on the inside, she's just not comfortable. Just not the way she fights.
Yeah, she has no inside game whatsoever. And Shields has really improved at her inside game.
She really has.
Yes. Look at them feints.
Shields can't afford to rest too much because Hammer gets the jab going when she does.
Yeah.
We've seen it in the last 15 seconds or so.
Actually, Hammer got the best of that exchange. Triple jab and then a right hand from Shields.
That's it. I think when you got Hammer going back, she can't fight going backwards. And Shields keeps stepping up with double, triple, quadruple jabs. Then that overhand right go, working through the body. As long as she keeps pushing her like that, she's going to win.
I like the way Shields is working the jab, too. Again,
Yes.
that's a huge improvement. Triple jab, missed with the right hand, but you know, you said it. She's out jabbing the jabber.
Eddie Futch would be happy. We take a look at the halftime graphics, the stats. Remember, these rounds just fly by, and Hammer 13 jabs out of 127. That tells her story right there. Shields much busier with the power shots, 39 to 11 edge, and the body shots not even close. So after losing the first round and giving it away, Shields is dominating.
Well, besides the first round, I mean, I think Shields has the right game plan. She keeps pushing her back with double and triple jabs, working the body. Nice combination, not loading up with every shot. Overhand rights are connected, jabs are connected. She's got to keep doing that. For Hammer, she needs more of the first round. She needs to get back on her toes, in and out, move side to side, throw short shots down the middle, long shots, hold her in the inside. That's the only way she's going to beat her.
This is round 6 of this 10-round fight. We'll see if Hammer can turn things.
Hammer standing her ground at the start of this round. Looks like she wants to fight a little bit more.
But she's too straight up.
Yeah.
Well, she's going to get countered, you're saying.
Yeah,
right?
she carries her hands low. That's why Shields is countering her all the time. Look at that. Chin up, chin too high up in the air too by Hammer.
But she's letting her right hand go, which she needs to do. And
she is, and she's making Shields miss a little bit in this round.
we have Shields with all the momentum on my card. 4 straight rounds.
Me too.
I agree.
Hammer trying to make an adjustment now, trying to flash the jab and follow more often with the right hand, whether it be straight or overhand.
You know, I haven't seen Hammer jab to the chest or to the body of Shields. It's strictly jabs to the head and straight punches to the head.
Oh, that's
gotta be more active, man. Throw more punches.
A better round, though, for Hammer.
Yes.
There's one right hand from Shields. That right
Uppercut.
hand missed.
You see Hammer trying to frustrate Shields by pulling her head down. Shields can't lose her head. She's got to keep her composure. Stay relaxed.
Wait, don't punch, ladies. Don't punch. Watch your head, guys. You won't get your head. Watch your head.
If Shields is going to keep her hands low like that, she has to move her head. She's been doing it at times. I don't think Hammer has won this round, but I think it was a good comeback round. She fought a little better this round.
I'm not sure she didn't win.
Connected there. Nice other connect from Hammer.
That's a little flurry at the end of the round by Shields.
Sehr gut. Du musst immer arbeiten das mit rechte.
That's very good. You have to work with your right hand. You understand?
So, Augen.
Close your eyes.
Jetzt gute Runde. Mach weiter mit 2 Schlägen.
That was a good round. Keep working with both hands.
Welle 2 Seiten machen. Nicht steh vor dem.
You have to move your
Nicht
head
steh.
side to side.
Sie warten.
Don't stand in one place.
Weg. Wellen sofort. Du. Weg. Okay.
Die will dich auf Distanz. Siehst du, aber die kommt nicht ran, wenn du ihre Distanz nicht.
She won't reach you if you keep
Jetzt
your
im
distance.
Zentrum muss deine sein. Pap.
Throw the uppercut.
Wenn ausverkacken hatten.
So, jetzt ist diese Runde auch für dich, aber die ersten 3 waren knapp.
When you're close, work on the inside.
Probieren, Christina.
This is round 7. Overhand right out of the box from Shields.
If Shields is going to throw that overhand right, it's important Hammer doesn't back straight back. Instead, move to the side.
Especially the way she holds her chin up in the air, Steve.
Body punch connects through round 6, 24 to 2 for Shields.
Yeah, Hammer's not, as Raul pointed out in the last round, not gone to the body very much at all. I just see such an improvement in Shields' punches.
Well, I think John David Jackson deserves a lot of that credit. He's a top trainer. This is, I believe, their, what you mentioned it before, Barry, 3rd or 4th fight together.
And everybody knows it takes time to get adjusted to a new trainer.
The one thing Shields still does, she's doing it right now. She boxes with her mouth open. It's dangerous. Maybe not this time, but maybe next time.
Plus, Claressa hasn't been a pro that long. I mean, this is only her 9th fight. Coming out of the amateurs, 9th fight. A lot of improvement so far.
We talk about how quickly Shields has advanced. Christina Hammer was a world champion at the age of 20.
Hammer wants no part of Shields on the inside.
Hammer was going backward there for the first time. Took a left hand from Shields and a right hand. Hammer got herself off balance, and again, a second warning for holding. Good right hand again by Shields.
Short
That might
right
have gotten
hand.
Hammer's attention.
There's a burning intensity about Shields.
Right hand and the left hand behind it. Big round for Shields.
Beautiful round. Beautiful round. This is round 8. If you want this round, don't rush so much. Kind of do what you do now. Bait her. Make her punch first, and you count it. Take your time. Take your time. Unless you see that you're hurting her, don't rush yourself so much. Take this round. Take a little bit of a breather. When you see the shot, you let him go. But don't rush yourself. Very good round. Deep breath for me. How you feel? She feel strong still, or she starting to slow down? Use those feints, go to work.
This is round 8. Claressa Shields putting on a very good show so far.
Yes.
Well, all the effective punches have been thrown by Shields.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. And Hammer's jab has not been that much of a factor after the first round. You know, we know the legacies of these two fighters, their historic standings, are going to be affected by this fight. And Ed Brophy from the International Boxing Hall of Fame is here. He told me the efforts by the Hall to establish a women's boxer category. I'm really happy to hear that. He didn't specify when, but it's about time we put some women fighters in the International Boxing Hall of Fame.
Amen, amen. And cheers to Ed for even thinking about that.
Yes. Power shots. Shields not only throwing many more, but landing many more and hurting
And the
Hammer.
mouthpiece drops in a good left hand after the flurry. And Hammer wants her to pick up the mouthpiece, and the referee just ignores it, and Shields, rightly so, just jumps Hammer. I mean, Shields did the right thing. I do believe Sparkle Lee should have stopped the action at the first break.
Keep it in, keep it in. Come on, do it. Put it in, you put it in. I'm not putting it in. Come on.
The rule is,
Come on, no time.
She got a long break right there.
the rule is the referee has to wait for a lull in the action. I didn't see a lull in the action, so I have no problem with Sparkle Lee waiting. Left hook by Shields.
Yeah.
Really sit on her shots, too.
Yeah, she really is. Nice right hand there. It was just a little bit past the ear of Hammer.
She has landed some big shots, but let's not forget that Claressa Shields in 9 pro
good right
fights
hand.
has never scored a knockdown.
But she's setting down her punches better than I've seen her do.
Yes. That overhand right.
And she's got
There it goes.
Hammer in retreat. Hammer in wholesale retreat here. Shields on top of her with the right hand. Another combination. 6 unanswered punches before Hammer can tie her up.
Hammer doesn't have anything to hold Shields
Nothing.
off.
Big right hand once again. Another right hand, the bell. Huge round for Shields.
Did they think the fight was over? I think they thought the fight.
And the doctor in the corner taking a look at Christina Hammer.
Hammer's mouthpiece came out. She began to spit it out before she got hit with the punch that sent it out. Interesting to see in the replay. Replays always make us so smart. And you see there, Hammer that's a key moment there because Hammer trying to hold, Shields wouldn't let her. And Hammer incorrect in looking at Sparkle Lee as if Sparkle Lee should have immediately stopped the action to replace the mouthpiece.
In retrospect, you were right. And I would have to say this too. The way Claressa Shields is fighting this fight, you mentioned she hasn't had any knockdowns, which is of course accurate. But I really believe if she fought every fight the way she's fighting right now, she would have had a few knockouts.
And I think she's looking for that knockout. She's in great shape. She's in great shape, Shields.
But her punches are just so much sharper. I mean, so much more straighter.
Down the middle,
setting down.
Shorter, yes.
Pronating, and that was something John David Jackson talked to us about, how she used to hit with sometimes the fronts of her knuckles, sometimes even her wrists.
More like slapping shots, you know. And you see that in the amateurs a lot, so she's really improving.
Again, a good combination from Shields. Shields just walking to Hammer now. Another unanswered three-punch combination, and again, Hammer going backward. Shields stalking her.
Hammer looks beaten up.
Box out of here, guys. Come on, come on. Stop.
I think her corner's looking at the time. They might want to stop it here in Hammer's corner.
Hammer takes a deep breath, offering very little resistance now to Shields.
Yeah, last round Hammer landed 3 punches. That was it.
Keep your head up, keep your head up.
Again, she steps back, takes a deep breath. Shields is biding her time here.
She's switching now? Lefty?
You know she's feeling good when she does
righty,
that.
Righty now.
Double jab, missed with the right hand, back with the right hand.
Don't punch, don't punch, don't punch, ladies. Come on, come on. Come on.
Again, a deep breath from Hammer. Counter left hand from Shields.
Hammer connected down the middle, but couldn't move Shields.
Nice left hand to the body. Another right to the body, and then she comes upstairs. Getting to be a whooping here.
We take a look at action from round 9. It was all Shields. That overhand right has been her best punch throughout the fight. And you know what? You get hit by enough overhand rights, you're not going to throw that jab anymore. That's exactly what's happened.
This is your round.
Haben wir diesen Kampf verloren? Haben wir diesen Kampf? Haben wir diesen Kampf verloren? Ja? Ey, konzentrier dich auf die rechten gerade und schick die erste.
Let me do a shot. She had no choice. She's down like 9-0.
Well, as we're approaching the 10th and final round of this bout, let's cheer them on to the end of the center of the ring. This is round 10.
10th and final round. And a clinic being put on over the last half of this fight by Claressa Shields.
Well, Barry, I'll say this for Shields. She does a lot of talking, a lot of trash talking. As long as she backs it up, it's okay with me.
Well,
That's all that matters.
I thought she backed it up tonight better than at any time we've seen her. And we've seen her quite a lot.
Yeah. Against her best opponent.
Yeah, exactly.
The Shield is proving tougher than the Hammer.
She's been nails.
And Shields' energy level is just a lot higher than Hammer. So you see Hammer trying to move. But Hammer is a little bit of a one-trick pony with that jab and that straight right. And with the jab not a factor in this fight, she didn't really have that much else to rely on.
She says she trained up in Colorado Springs, huh? Had like an 8-week camp.
Yeah.
The high altitude.
Well,
He's showing tonight.
Hammer also trained at altitude, though. She was in Seefeld, Austria. Very similar kind of training regime than Shields had. And Shields is saying, go ahead, hit me to the stomach.
Yeah. And that's probably why Hammer is able to take all that punishment too, because he's trained at a high altitude, Barry.
Shields with a lead right hand that time. She's showing you a little bit of everything tonight, including an ability to box.
Oh, I love that triple triple, quadruple jab.
Yeah.
And she pushes her back.
It's a good jab.
Yes.
Final seconds of this fight. And a complete victory for Claressa Shields.
Well, they're not buddies. They didn't want to touch gloves.
Well, that was as good as I've ever seen her, and we've liked her before, but I thought this was a giant step up.
And I think what we saw also is we were wondering whether Shields was over-emotional about the fight, whether she was too worked up about the fight. Well, she fought a very controlled fight. She was not over-emotional at all. In fact, during the fight, she wasn't emotional at all.
No.
Not only not over-emotional. So I think, she's letting it out now. It's an emotional moment for her now, but she fought a very controlled fight.
Yeah, she did.
I thought so too.
That was one of my keys. She was not supposed to let her emotions take over, and they didn't at all.
No, she was up to the moment. She was up to the best opponent she's ever fought. She fought better than she's ever fought. And this is a release right now.
Exactly.
And that is the face of somebody who's been in a tough and losing effort.
Christina Hammer proved tough herself. Certainly never took punches like that before. But it was a case of a woman who dictated style in most of her fights. Did not dictate anything tonight.
Couldn't.
And didn't have the answers. No left hook. Very few jabs after the first couple of rounds. And it was just a question of whether she was going to make it to the finish line. We look at the stats here. Shields not particularly effective with her jab, but it's interesting that she threw 175 of them in 10 rounds. And Hammer, 11%. If you told us before the fight started she would land only 11% of her jabs, you probably would figure Shields would be the winner. 94-24 in power punch connects, and all the body work was done by Shields. We felt Shields had to be the aggressor in this fight, make it uncomfortable for Hammer. Well, after the first round where Shields laid back, she began to be more aggressive, but didn't necessarily feel she had to do it on the inside. She landed overhand rights, a punch you need some distance to throw. And when she was on the inside, she roughed Hammer up sufficiently and didn't let Hammer clinch as much as Hammer wanted to. See combinations there. The energy level of Shields was a little bit superior to Hammer, really pretty much throughout the whole fight. Combinations, Hammer holding. Sparkle warned Hammer a couple of times for holding, didn't take any points away. A moot point because we feel Hammer didn't win any rounds after the first one. And as the rounds mounted, I think Shields' dominance increased. Desperation there by Hammer. Shields was feeling it here. There's no other way to put it. She's in total control, and when you're in control like that, you can throw any punch without having to worry about getting countered. She knocked the mouthpiece of Hammer out a couple of times.
Yeah, just a complete performance for her. Let's see how the judges saw it. We go once more to Jimmy Lennon Jr. Jimmy?
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 rounds of action, the judges are in agreement. With a unanimous decision, all three scored about 98-92. All three in favor of the winner, still undefeated. And now, the undisputed female middleweight champion of the world, Claressa T-Rex Shields.
So there is your winner, Claressa Shields, and 98-92 on all the cards. That was the way we saw it too. Hard to see it any other way. The first round going to Hammer, and after that, a dominant performance that seemed to get better as the rounds went on. For now, the undisputed middleweight champion of the world, Claressa Shields. Let's go to our partner, Steve Farhood.